Oh, snap. Hello. Welcome to the Rehash. I'm your host, Tookie Kavanaugh. Sit back and relax. Chat with us in the stream. It's our show. It's going to be a time with, it's, how do we describe it? It's kooky, it's informative, it's a whole thing. So, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm here with my co host, David. David!
Yeah,
David!
yeah. What's up?
Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. How was your week?
It was good. I tried to set up a second monitor to really make my whole thing here look fancy, but yeah, let me tell you about old monitors.
Well,
Well, that's it.
that ancient tech. So, what do we have on deck for tonight for our
Uh,
viewers?
well, we do have some exciting guests. Um, little some folks from the old Riot X.
Oh,
Perhaps some people know the Riot Theater, about the Riot X.
yeah. Ooh, this is
Yeah.
yes, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, up top, let's start off with a little bit of story time. Last week we had your story. This week I
Mhm.
get to tell a story. So
What I do always like, Tookie and I, we both do stand up, and we did, and
in the before
we,
time.
in the before times, we did a decent amount of travel. We have a history together, and yet there's still a lot that we do not know about each other. So that's my little spiel. That's story time for you. That's it. That's your little spiel.
All right,
Yeah,
we ready? So
yeah.
this completely happened. So in
Mhm.
seventh grade, I had just switched school, so I was entering a new middle school,
Mhm.
and things were going okay, and I was seeming to just getting to know people, getting to know my classmates, getting to know the
The
girly.
girls, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
So this one girl in class, um, let's call her Tara.
Tara.
So she decided she would be having a slumber party and she invited me. And
Mhm.
I was very um taken aback and surprised but thrilled because I was the new girl in class and I was like, "Oh my god, already?"
And you hadn't really made like connections yet.
I had yet to make any friends cuz
Mhm.
your girl's weird.
Sure.
So she has a slumber party
Mm.
and her parents order, I mean, gosh, there must have been, yeah, seven girls
Okay.
that night. And her parents order us each our own plate of Chinese food, takeout. I
Oh,
know, very,
one each. Okay.
very fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this? The vitrifier? Because I don't have contacts in. Hello.
Hi,
Glad you're here.
Vitrifier. Welcome.
Enjoy the story. So we each have our own plate of Chinese food. And I remember, hi Rachel. And I remember um, eating my lo mein or whatever.
Hmm.
But my food tasted really, really weird.
Hmm.
My food tasted off. But at the same time, I grew up like you don't waste food. And if somebody, gives you food at their house, you don't disrespect them, you eat it, right?
Right. Sure.
Um, so I'm eating and I'm like, "Mm, whatever." So cut to a couple hours later, we're, gossiping in the girl circle and playing
Sure.
MASH.
So it's going well.
It's going well-ish.
Okay.
But then it's time for lights out. And of course, lights out in a slumber
Mm.
party means, um, pillow fight, still
Right.
gossiping with the lights on,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Um,
Your own rave kind of
yes,
thing. Yeah.
very, very, whatever the seventh grade equivalent of a rave is. Like,
Right.
what do you call those? Those Smarties candies as Molly? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll make
We're
it up.
supposed to be asleep right now. Yeah.
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 So bad. Oh, the pixie sticks. You know what? Don't snort those.
Mm-mm.
Anywho, but I digress.
Mm.
So night comes, and I remember, I vividly remember the fact that I did not sleep that night. I did not sleep
Okay.
because I started hearing colors, and the walls were sweating, and yeah, it was like I was soaking wet by
Okay.
the time I woke up. My head was very much spinning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was not a good time. There were more than 7 voices around me, just the 7 other girls. Like, it was it
Okay.
and I spent the morning pretty much doubled over. Not quite yakking, but, like, definitely hunched. And
Yeah.
my mother picked me up. That was, Friday night going into Saturday.
Right.
And I didn't come back to school until that Tuesday. And I tried right at lunchtime because I was so sick. My
Yeah.
little 12-year-old body couldn't process whatever was going on in the Chinese food.
Mhm.
And so I tried to sit down at lunch on Tuesday with the girls.
Mhm.
And,
The
they
same
did the
ones.
huh?
The same ones who at the party.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because these were the popular girls. These were,
Right, of course.
it's the girls, but the girls.
Uh,
So I tried to sit, and they did the thing with, the lunch trays, like,
mhm.
like, and I was like, "Well, what? Why? What happened?" And Tara looks at me and she goes, you were balled up in a corner on the bed the whole night singing Creed. So we can't sit with you."
What?
And so I relayed this story about what? Oh my God, 10, 15 years later, however many years,
Right.
to a couple of buddies of mine, some stand-ups from fellow comics.
Mhm.
And one was like, "Dude, you were on shrooms." And so that's the story of how I accidentally did shrooms when I was 12.
Yeah, but like mix in the Chinese food. Like, because that had to be where it came from, right?
Yeah, I think some accidentally got into my food. Like, I'm not blaming anybody. I don't blame the parents. I don't blame,
Sure.
the restaurant or anything. Somebody just wasn't minding their batch.
Right. I
Um,
don't wait, have you done shrooms since?
Fuck no. I mean,
Okay.
hell no. Ooh, let me keep it PG-13. I'm allowed one F word in a PG-13 movie.
We're on thin ice after last week. But
Oh,
but
God.
no, I am wait, so people in the chat, I'm curious. So describe again your symptoms. Like how it
Yeah.
felt.
Head was absolutely spinning, could not feel my body. Heard colors. I could, like, do you know the sound of red? David,
No.
do you know the sound of red?
I
Okay.
nah.
Heard colors, watched the walls sweat, and occasionally talk to me. Yeah, so it was a lot. I was tripping balls.
And you never 2MB is convinced it was drugs. I did, and you never talked to these girls ever again.
Brett, no. No, they didn't want to they didn't want to talk to me after.
What?
Yeah, no. I know,
I
right? Like,
mean,
you'd think I'd be the cool rebel of the girl group.
yeah, right. She likes Creed.
She likes Creed and doing
Yeah.
shrooms accidentally, allegedly.
Arms wide open. I don't understand. Well, you may have actually dodged a bullet then. If you need to like completely trip out to avoid having shitty friends.
This is true. I mean, fair weather friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have friends that would stick with you no matter how high you got.
The ride or dies. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've been like, not
Yeah.
on purpose,
Uh
but I don't do the weed because in the past decade, anytime I've done the weeds, uh I've accidentally incited a lesbian love triangle. Like, it's
wait, like so you get two others together and
listen, that's a story for a couple weeks from now.
that's true. Yeah, we can't ruin it all right now.
So stick around for that episode.
Mhm.
Make sure you tune in.
Also, I've never done shrooms either. That's why I had to ask about, because I mean, now we gotta know which restaurant that was.
Oh gosh, I wish I could remember for the life of me, but it's near Porter Square in Cambridge. I know that. It was in that vicinity. That's where they ordered from.
First thought is Walk and Roll. Is that still around? Walk and
I
Roll?
don't think so.
Mm.
We should start an OnlyFans, because these hoodies are for free. So, any thoughts? Any other thoughts from the chat? Are you
No
all
weed.
convinced that it was the shrooms?
I mean,
Yeah, it's the shrooms, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I like how, yeah, when you were talking about being respectful and eating, whatever's given. I was told, I don't remember doing this, but a friend of mine who elementary school, all that, they would always ask, like, I'd be out there, over there hanging out, and be like, "Do you want to stay for dinner?" And I would be like, "What are you having?" And like, I got real serious shade from Mrs. Kuntz for doing that.
Oh,
And she did not forget about it, because that's inherently disrespectful, isn't it? Like, they're like, "Do
to
you want to
invite
stay for dinner?"
yourself, but when you're already
They would ask me, "Do you want to stay for dinner?" And I'd be like, "I'm not sure. What are you having?"
okay, well, yeah,
Right. Like, I don't give a
yeah.
shit about your nice offer or your company.
Because if they I don't. Oh, okay. There is an ancient Negro spiritual that details when you go over your friend's house and the food tastes like wood. I believe it's the second verse of Rapper's Delight. Look it up.
Right.
And yes, that is an old Negro spiritual. I can say that you can't.
Oh.
So, you if you've been invited before and you had the food and you were like, this woman's cooking is suspect. Once they invite you again, I think it's the tone with which you say, "What are you having?"
Right. I mean, I don't remember doing this, but like, I apparently, I don't know. I don't think I recognize how rude it was, but
it's the tone. It's the tone. Oh,
yeah.
what do you have? Like, what are you having?
Right. Like, I'm excited now.
Right.
I want to ask, as opposed to, I don't know.
Right. E-girl spirit. I am secretly an e-girl. Thank you for recognizing.
Right. I was told to look it up. I don't know if I'm allowed to Google it either, so I'm just going to take this
Google
on.
Rapper's Delight.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Good.
The second verse. It's not like the second verse of the national anthem. It's fine.
Right. Okay. We're good.
You're good.
Cool. Well, I believe we also have something else to discuss.
We do. So, class, did you? Oh, we can't. Yes, I know. Freaking copyright.
That's true.
Anywho. So, class, did you do your homework and watch last week's bad film of the week? Hashtag Beef Cow, or however that's supposed to be pronounced.
That movie being Homie Spumoni. So we were talking about it right before this, and I told Tookie, I won't lie to you, I watched the whole thing. And all right. I watched the first 20 minutes of Homie Spumoni, and it's just somebody Vitrifier dropped the whole thing there.
David, I'm allowing you to read these lyrics.
I can read it?
Yes, you can.
Wait. Oh my gosh, you can't. Okay. Everyone over to a friend's house to eat, and the food just ain't no good. I mean, the macaroni's soggy, the peas are mush, and chicken tastes like wood. So you try to play it off like you think you can by saying that you're full, and then your friend says, "Mama, he's just being polite. He ain't finished." That's bull.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive. But
so back to the beef towel. Beef what? Mm-hmm. How do we pronounce this? How do we bad film of the week? The befwat?
Befatwa.
We can't say fatwa, David.
Shit, yeah, you're right. We don't have that authority.
I've already been flagged by HR.
You told me last week I couldn't say it, and I was like, I don't get it. And then this time you said it, and I was like, oh, right.
we violated so much HR on the show. It's not even fun. It's like been 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks. Okay. How do we want to pronounce it in a way that's like not offensive to certain communities?
Beefo, I think.
Yeah, Beefo
TW.
Beefo TW. Sure.
Yeah, Beefo TW.
Sure.
It rolls off the tongue.
It's like silk. It's like butter. It's like butter. Yeah. So last week's Beefo
TW
was Homie Spumoni. So go ahead, tell the audience, tell them what you thought.
Oh my God! So first off, I think even from the first 20 minutes that I watch. Should we watch the trailer? Are we able to do that?
We should watch the trailer to let the audience.
Yeah. Let's
by the way, By the way, audience, lovers, and friends, this movie is free on YouTube, which should tell you everything you need to know.
That's how I found it. Yeah. It doesn't even require like a dive. Like it literally, it's just the first thing. Oh, do we need to have that sound? Is there no sound to this trailer?
Uh-oh. Let's see if we can run it back. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna run that back.
Oh, an ad.
Oh, we got ads.
Brought to you by our sponsors at, I don't know, Vitamin World. I had a friend who used to work at Vitamin Shop.
Yeah.
And he told me that every day someone, a different dude every day would walk in and ask him, "Y'all got those pills that make your dick bigger?" So yeah.
He would do that thing too.
Yeah, all the customers. So
right, implying, what do you need it bigger for, sir? I don't know.
The Vitamin Shoppy are sponsors. Please.
use coupon code Rehash.
All right, we're ready.
I think we might have it.
She says Italians are like diamonds. We come in all different shades.
How you doing?
Life is filled with twists and turns.
Ooh.
But Renato's life,
When you're feeling so fine and your farts smell like wine, that's amore.
is about to take him for one huge leap.
We are your real parents.
My parents? Ha! It's the truth.
Lyra, hold on!
Born black,
After 22 years, here's your brother.
What's up? How you doing?
raised Italian,
You pull off that whole Sinatra singing, dancing thing really well.
Oh, that's because I'm Italian.
Prove it.
Le sta nell'orina.
Dare I ask what that means?
You're standing in dog piss.
Oh,
all mixed up.
Play ball. These guys look really good. Hey, we didn't play basketball in my neighborhood.
From the creators of Me, Myself, and Irene, Stuck on You, and The Ringer.
Hey, Roy! It's like you're not even trying. You see this over here? I was raised Italian.
Comes a comedy about changing your life
This is who I am. Hold this 1 second.
without changing who you are.
All right, I can see how someone might mistake me for a black. That's my farm! Get here!
Donald Faison,
Hey, that's ketchup. Put that down. That's for white folks. You want this? Mama's hot sauce.
Be careful with that stuff, Pops. That'll have you crapping fireballs.
Jamie Lynn Sigler,
Here I come, baby!
Joy Fatone,
Book with my grandmother. The air freshener can get that anywhere. It's a scratch and sniff air freshener.
and Whoopi Goldberg.
He's partying now. He's having a good old time.
Homie Spumoni, only unrated DVD Tuesday.
I know I'm black, but just not good at it yet.
Takes practice.
Yeah, that's a real film. That's a real film, you guys.
I
How
love
we feel
that.
after that.
I love that they got the voice guy, Homie Spumoni.
Yes, that is a real, and as someone who has been mistaken for Italian by 6 separate Uber drivers,
Right.
I thought it would be appropriate to bring this onto my talk show.
God knows from what Jamie Lynn Sigler tries so hard.
So hard.
This
Bless
movie-
her.
Bless her. I think she's
her.
a wonderful actress. Like, but that whole you see the part where he's dancing at the animal shelter. That happens, and just she is in love with him immediately. Like he does this, and she's like she is so attracted to him.
Yeah.
Immediately, and he's like, "You're standing in dog piss," and she's like, "Huh?" Like, it is so weird.
It's a film. It's a film. You have to do some accidental shrooms to truly enjoy it.
You have to order Chinese food and get high from it.
Yes. Also, Xian is in the chat. Hi, Xian.
Hi, Xian.
It's good. And if you want me to shout out a person, place, or thing, drop that in the chat.
Can I? You know what I really noticed in that first 20 minutes?
Yes.
Well, so first off, it starts off. What's the Bible story with
Moses, the baby in the basket. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Total. Homies Pomoni is a Moses in this, and like an Italian woman. Like they're at the river talking about how Enzo's balls don't work.
Yeah.
And then he watches up in
the Lord delivered. Yeah. The Lord delivered.
And it's so like, the one thing I noticed, like editing wise, is like so much dialogue happens with the people looking away from the camera, and it's clearly just dubbed in.
Yep.
It's so
weird.
How did you come across this in the first place?
By accident. Yeah, I don't.
And you've seen the whole thing.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I sat through it. Listen. Joey Fatone's performance is a tour de force. If anything, you need to go back and watch Joey Fatone's performance. There are, fair warning to the audience, there are a lot of butts in this film, but you get numb to the butts after a while. But definitely pay attention to the acting. Good on Joey Fatone.
he try. I don't know. Like everybody in that movie really tries. I don't know. It didn't feel phoned in. It felt like, come on, like we gotta try it.
Well, there's a spoiler in the chat because this is my recommendation for next week. Next week's bad film of the week for you to all watch, if you so dare, is Loquisha.
Loquisha.
I know, right? You're psychic. Yes, Loquisha, a real film that came out last year about pardon. Yes, dead accurate. About a white male who was denied a job, so decides to put on a black scent to get a job at a radio station. Yeah, you can also B-Fought W, the B-Fought W.
This
bad film of the week. And listen, David. I know it hurts. David. But listen, hear me out. The main reason why you need to watch this film is because it possesses one of the greatest lines of dialogue in the history of cinema. Check this out.
Okay.
Oh, the trailer? Oh, we'll play the trailer at the end for sure. So there's a point in time where the jig is almost up on the white guy who's, putting on the black scent, pretending to be a black woman for the radio show.
They almost cracked it.
They almost got him. So they hired an actual black woman to be the face of Loquisha.
Okay.
You have to believe me. I know I'm chatting in the chat. You got to believe me.
Yeah.
So they hire this woman to be the face of Loquisha, and the show's picking up so much steam. Everybody's getting notoriety, money, all that. People call in. People call in to get advice because this is an advice show, right?
Right.
Every American deserves a sassy black woman to give them life advice, right?
For the really hard times, yeah.
So there comes a point in time where, because the face of Loquisha feels like she's not being adequately compensated for her work and for her efforts and for being the face of this whole sham.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to the dude. I don't know. I don't know what I forget his name in the film. It's escaping me. Let's call him Joey Blackscent. So she goes to Joey Blackscent.
I don't think I can say that. But
you can't. So she goes to Joey Blackscent and she says, I need you to pay me more money. And he goes, are you trying to blackmail me? And she goes, no, I'm black femaling you.
Oh, no.
Mwah! Mwah! Cinematic gold. You have to go watch. You have to watch. It's so bad.
Oh my God.
It's so bad.
This is sometimes you have to become somebody else to find out who you really are.
So bad. It's so bad.
This is if you go back every single week, I'm going to come back and just grayer. This entire segment was born of you making me watch all this shit.
Love you too. I love you too. All right, we ready for our guests?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so excited to bring these people on. They've quickly become some dear friends of mine, all part of the Riot X Theater Company.
Riot X.
Yeah. Ooh, yes,
Yeah.
I love it. Please welcome to the Rehash, Joe Gels, Josh Way, and Mayrose Pepe.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. How are you?
Doing good. I have some movies to not put on my to-watch list now.
I know what I'm doing like the minute this is over.
Please enjoy and please report back to me with what you think. Yes.
I feel like I need to shoulder this burden for everybody. It's fine.
My way of experiencing it will be reading David Thomas live tweeting about it.
Oh my goodness. So Riot X, State of the Union. We out here. So I'm so glad that you're all on. Yes, please tell the audience your names and a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to get into a game.
Sure. I'm Joe Gels. I'm an improviser and theater performer and theater teacher in Boston. And I've been around a long time, just performing stuff in Boston. So yeah, that's my deal.
Joe's old.
Yeah, Joe's a druid.
I'm Josh Way. I teach at Emerson. I'm the director of Riot X. I've done lots of stuff with Joe that nobody has seen.
I am Mayrose. I am one of the newest members of Riot X. I am, I think, the only Zoomer in Riot X. And I currently, I'm a classroom assistant for exclusively Jewish children, which is as amazing as it sounds.
Do they take us halfsies or no?
Yeah, on the website it says anyone who is raised Jewishly can apply to the school. Not really sure what that means.
Is Jewishly a word?
They said so. They said it is.
I'm gonna call my dad tonight. This is great.
I'm gonna go back to school.
This is great. Okay.
I don't have a degree, but it's not good enough.
Right.
So we're gonna play. It's time for What's Your Deal? So we're gonna give you each or the option to choose a number 1, 2, or 3, and then you're all gonna answer number 4.
Okay. I'll go with 1.
Who's got 1? Joe's got 1.
I want 3.
Mayrose is 2. Josh is. Okay. Here are your questions. Joe, since you picked number 1, you have to tell me, since tonight's theme is the theater and Broadway, Joe, you have to tell me if the thing I am saying to you is either a cat from Cats or a sex thing.
Okay.
So, a rum tum tugger, is that a cat from Cats or code for a ham job?
Oh, that is a cat from Cats, I'm pretty sure.
Correct.
I haven't seen Cats, but...
Correct.
1 point.
Next, is Skimbleshanks a cat from Cat or a bondage tool?
It's Cat.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding. Next, is Old Deuteronomy a cat from Cats?
Yeah, that's also a cat.
Or a position?
I mean, it would be a great position, but it is a cat from Cats.
Correct. Next is Munku Strap, not to be confused with Mungo Jerry, a cat from Cats or something you put in your butt?
I think it's something you put in your butt.
Oh, it's a cat from Cats. Sorry, Joe.
I feel like
And
there's
lastly,
a trend here that I failed to follow through on this question.
And lastly, wet ass pussy, a cat from Cats Or a cat.
Let's go with the second one option. It's a
cat.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Joe.
That one's in the revival.
Noted. All right.
How is the answer to all of those not both?
You know, David Lloyd Webber did like a mix of Phantom over WAP, right?
Yeah.
Phantom of the Wapra.
Oh,
Phantom
God.
of the Wapra. That is in theaters spring 2021. I have tickets by the Orchestra Pit. I'll report back. And we'll wear a poncho.
I was gonna say bring a tarp.
You're in the splash zone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Hide your oboes. All right, Mayrose, you ready?
Went from Tom Tuggin.
Party foul. Tell me, which one is more disrespectful? The fact that Godot never showed up in Waiting for Godot, or that the Phantom of the Opera crashed the party and totally cucked the lead actress's fiance?
Which one's more disrespectful?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta rep my boy Beckett here because I love him to death. So I gotta say the Phantom is a rude dude for sure.
I agree. Anybody else have thoughts?
I just watched that movie like a few weeks ago.
Oh, the Joel Schumacher cut?
The Joel Schumacher
Why
cut.
would you do that?
Well, I don't know. I didn't know it was me watching Homie Spumoni 3 weeks later. I was like, I gotta get I don't know. Like Phantom, he kind of just needs to get over it, right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
just, boy brooding.
Like Godot at least had the decency to like send like a little kid every day to be like, oh hey, he's not coming today.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
I honestly, and before I move on, I just want to say, Andrew Lloyd Webber, if you're watching, I'm down to fight you at any point. We have beef. You don't know yet, but we do have beef, and I will fight you.
Andrew Lloyd Webber needs to just get got, but that's my opinion. I also have an agenda against Clarence Thomas, but that I can't really say. My FBI agent is watching. Whatever. So, next question, Josh. You ready?
Oh yeah.
All right. Is it racist?
Oh God.
Which instance of green face was worse, Elphaba in Wicked or all the ogres in Shrek the Musical?
Oh, all the ogres. It's like that's easy. It's more offensive.
Nice, yeah.
Like, there are more of them.
Agree. Any other thoughts?
Sheer numbers.
Yeah, that's the worst kind of racism. The sheer number racism.
Ogre face is rude, right?
Yeah.
I would argue that getting to see Shrek's parents in Shrek the Musical is worth it. Because that is something that I've always dreamed of, seeing Shrek's actual mother and father.
Right.
Okay, wait. I've only ever seen Shrek Jr., the middle school version. I didn't even know Shrek's parents were in it.
They're in the opening number, and then they
they're not in the junior version.
They're not in the junior one.
No.
The kids weren't ready.
Yeah, Shrek the Musical, available on Netflix. Fun fact, the guy who plays Donkey in Shrek the Musical went to Juilliard.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he says that to himself every morning when he
Every morning. He went to Juilliard to put on hoofs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that theater degree is working out. All right. We will be right back with the rest of the gang. But in the meantime, our house band has a musical number for us tonight.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Lovers Lounge, where tonight we're gonna get smooth and sexy with some sounds from 3-6 Mafia. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Slob on my knob, like corn on the cob. Lay in the bed and give me some hey. Slob on my knob, like corn on the cob. Lay in the bed and give me some hey. Corn on the cob, babe. Five, 6, 7, 8, lick lick my nuts, lick my nuts, suck my butt. Lick my nuts, and suck my butt. Suck it like corn on the cob.
All right, give it up for our house band, Lovers Lounge.
Transcendent.
I still can't believe we got him.
I know, what a get. I mean, the roots are somewhere shaking. Fun fact, according to my notes, the group that our house band was covering tonight won an Oscar in 2006.
They
Shout
did?
out to the 3-6 Mafia. All right.
All right.
Final wrap-up questions for What's Your Deal Broadway edition. Question number 4 for the entire group. Sexy Death. Which musical had the hottest murder? Roxy Hart of Chicago shooting her extramarital lover Harry, or Aaron Burr shooting Alexander Hamilton?
Personally, I was in a production of Chicago in my high school, and I was not cast in the role of Roxy Hart, despite many of my peers thinking that I would have been good for the role. Unfortunately, I was ensemble. So because that hurts me more than I'd like to admit still to this day, even though I am an adult and not in high school anymore, I have to give it to Aaron Burr. Also, because, like, come on. He's pretty hot.
That death scene was hot, right?
I was going to say, Leslie Odom Jr. is a beautiful, beautiful man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Cosign.
I'm going to go with Chicago just to be contrarian.
Ooh, a dissenting opinion.
You going to back that up with anything, Josh? Or are you
No, I'm not going to back that up with anything. I'm just saying it to be different.
All right. And David, do you have any other questions?
Well, I was going to say my hottest murder was in Shrek the Musical, actually.
Did you wear hooves?
Yeah. I went to Harvard too. I don't know. I got a question. So you're in a musical. You got a big crush on someone. You got to profess your love. Where do you do it? Where do you sing your heart-wrenching love confession song? Do you do it A, outside your workplace, B, at a bus stop, C, in the winter somewhere, or D, on a wooden ship?
I mean,
wooden ship, obviously, because I'm a pirate in this scenario, and I'm professing my love to other pirates.
To the pirates, not to the sea?
Done. No, not to the sea. Fuck. I can't say that. Nuts to the sea.
We've exceeded our F word quota. Are you a pirate of Penzance, Josh?
No.
Okay.
So that's an operetta. That's not a...
You're right.
Ooh, I was in that one too.
Mayrose, if it makes you feel any better, in college, I was cast as one of the Shoop girls in Little Shop of Horrors, Chiffon, and I was cast as what's her face, Mama's Good for You. I forget the character. Queen Latifah played her in the movie.
Right.
Yes. Because diversity.
Yay.
Yay.
Makes sense.
Makes so much sense.
I would go with the bus stop because if I make them feel exceedingly awkward, they at least have an out. Like that bus will show up, they'll get on it, they'll be gone, and I'll be like, well, that was a moment. Whereas you do it on a ship, like you're on that ship now.
You know what?
Potentially for hours, potentially for days.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. No, I'm just arguing with Joe here. Like I'm hopeful that it's going to work out, and that my betrothed, my beloved, is not going to hop on the 57 at Kenmore. Like, sorry.
I think I have to go with outside my workplace here, because if I do get rejected, and then and everyone at my workplace sees it, and then I just disappear, like I never come back to work, that's going to be a story that everyone there can tell for the rest of their lives. And I'm more about making a big impression than I am about actually like getting the girl person.
I think that's really in the spirit of musicals too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Big stage number more than anything. Respect. Well,
to all
thank
those.
you. Thank you for telling us your deal. And where can we find you on the social medias and in the internet theater spaces? Tell us all about it. Plug your stuff.
Yeah, so check out Riot X tomorrow night at 8 p.m. At the riottheater.com/riotx. We're streaming it over Zoom. We're doing 30 plays, short plays.
32-hour plays. We'll be there till set.
It's only like an hour-long show, but go ahead, check it out. We're also the Riot Theater on Facebook, etc.
Also, we have a YouTube. You can watch like everything that we have done since March, essentially. All of the videos we've made.
Yeah,
which is a lot of videos.
What was it? 192 that we had made.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're doing big things.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in the show tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
It all comes around.
I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird.
It's going to be weird good in the best possible way. And you should all, audience members, if you're free at 8 tomorrow, definitely come check it out because it's an experience in the best possible way.
Yeah, and you totally pay what you can. So anywhere from $0 up to $15. So.
Cool. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight on the Rehash. Yeah. Thank you to the audience. Good night. Well, thank you all again for joining us. Do we have any remaining questions in the chat? We want to chat with you. Tell us what's on your mind. Tell us.
And actually, while we give them a second, I just want to tell you in that question I asked, I sat there and I was trying to, those were literally the first 4 musical locations that came to mind. I was like, outside the office in the winter, I don't know, and on a wooden ship. I just want you to know that. Also, you muted yourself.
No, I didn't.
No, well, that was my mistake.
Maybe I did.
Oh, we got a question from Adi. Well, hell or good.
Hell or good. I like it. How would How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying need to be rewritten if the main character weren't a white man?
Well, tell you what, I'll take...
You know, the thing about being a white man... go ahead, Dave.
I defer.
What musical would make the best video game? Now, that's also a fun question. What musical would be Yeah, that's a good one. Streetcar Named Desire.
Shrek the Musical.
No. There's already a Shrek game. There's already Yes, there has to be. If there's a video game for Bebe's Kids, which is another movie I'm going to recommend in the future, there's definitely a Shrek video game. Sweeney Todd, who was the best and bad person in that show? The best bad person in that show.
The best bad person.
Because I can totally read. Who was the best bad person in Sweeney Todd? You know what, though? Todd had a lot of humanizing motivations, so I give him a pass. Definitely old girl. The West Pies in London. I break out into song in the show. You're just going to have to deal.
Right.
Yes, best bad person, because she cooked people. Or is it Sondheim for the fact that he wrote a play about cooking people?
So Sondheim, oh, right. So that's a name. The most I've seen of Sweeney Todd is when they do it on The Office. So yeah, I'm out of my depth. And Broadway in general, Les Mis would be a dope game. I agree with hella good there. The whole French Revolution backdrop, that'd be sick.
Yeah, pretty. Because it's like what are those? The Fallout games, bleak, apocalyptic backdrop, totally Les Mis.
Yeah, you pick up a musket, and that's the only gun you can use.
I be knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Why didn't my high school director think I was good enough to at least be a cell block tango? I will fight your high school director. You send me that person's name. I will fight them. I will leave my apartment to fight your high school director in the time of Rona. Send me that, drop that Addy.
Throw up their handle.
Little Shop of Horror. The hero of the story was obviously Audrey too, the plant.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get over the plant having lips. That I watched that a few weeks ago too.
What are you trying to say?
I don't. They were just very pursed, and they were just very, very like, ooh. I couldn't get over it. Oh
Fine.
no! Apparently, Les
Fine.
Mis is not the French Revolution. That's my B. My mistake.
David, gosh.
I know.
Anywhom, yeah. Definitely like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow us on the socials. Although if you follow me on Twitter, I just really apologize in advance. My Twitter is a hot mess.
The whole thing.
Yeah. Don't look at the TikToks I stumble upon because don't do that. It's not the. It's a revolution. Correct.
It's our French Revolution.
Oh, Rachel likes my Twitter. Thank you, Rachel. Because honestly, that means a lot coming from Rachel too. Because honestly, my Twitter is a mess. But follow for shenanigans and updates to the show. Make sure that you watch next week's bad film of the week, the Beef Ought W.
Loquisha,
we have that trailer.
Yeah, come back each week to watch me visibly age. It's going to be great.
The Lion King is a bad video game.
What the heck is happening?
You seem to say the right thing to just the right person. What's your secret?
I'm really just talking to myself.
Oh no!
I don't charge for my advice.
It's happening, David.
Or you should, because it was amazing. I saw this and I thought of you. You will be a hit in no time.
Welcome to the Joe Show. I submitted myself to a radio station for my own show.
Well, congratulations.
They rejected me.
Well, congratulations then.
You weren't right for your own show?
Jason skipped it. We need to get the money for this school.
$13,000 a semester? That's who needs their own show. If I was a black woman, I'd be perfect.
She's brilliant. I know. Get her in.
Loquisha gonna be the biggest thing in radio, but I still need my anonymity.
You nervous? It's not a crime. It's theater.
You live with Loquisha. What's your problem?
Hi, Loquisha. It's free.
Oh, I ain't talking to you, not the way you sound. Next caller.
You go, girl.
You just be good to her. If you good to yourself, you can be good to others. But don't be too good because the police will come around.
Where did you get this?
I got another job.
Doing what?
Consulting work. What the hell would you know about being a white guy anyway? I know quite a bit.
Loquisha is a real role model for every African-American woman on this planet. Like the whole city has a Loquisha mania.
I am Loquisha, officer.
What was that?
I think I might be a black woman trapped in a white man's body.
You need to talk to Loquisha. Just because she's a woman and a black person doesn't mean that she doesn't understand you.
Is this really happening?
I'm on a bridge above the river, and I'm gonna jump.
But thanks for calling. Enjoy your jump.
I gotta start listening to her.
Love you, David.
This is the Rehash.